Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Hey, Vern, how are you? Thank you so much for being the first person to be here. God bless you. Your presence here is not taken for granted. Thanks for your support from day one. You are simply phenomenal. All right. So, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? All right. So, welcome to the Get Sense Show. Today is July 15th. 2 more days to my birthday. All right. That was not supposed to be. So today's July 15th, 2022. So glad to be alive. So glad to be here. July is the month, okay? I love July. It's just a happy go lucky month. It's just a positive month. It's like smack dab in the middle of the month of the year, and there's so many good people born in July. So many. Me. How are you all today? I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope that you have positive vibes going through you, because guess what? When you have positive in you, that's what you give out, right? You can't, if you have negative vibe, that's what you give out too. But you always want to have positive vibes, because I mean, who has gained anything from having negative vibes, right? So thank you so much for being here today. I don't have any guests; it's just me, and I'm hoping to get out of here in 30 minutes. Okay, that's the goal, right? So thank you so much again for being here. I do not take your presence here for granted. If you're watching later, definitely give me a hashtag replay. And if you're on here, I'll see your engagement as we go along. All right. So welcome again to Get Sense with a Jenny, where we share nuggets to help you live the life that you ought to live, right? Today's show, I ask or I ask a question: who is your pillar? I hadn't seen this anywhere before. From a very, very young age, I've always used the word pillar. And I will show you what I found online. I mean, there are different things. Pillar is normally known as a structure, a solid vertical structure that is meant to support something. It's an important structure that's supposed to protect or support something. From a young age, I've just created this. I thought I created the word. I didn't know that there was a thing. I mean, I knew there was a thing called pillar, but I didn't know it was a thing, right? If you get what I mean. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. I'm using my new mic. My kids fixed up for me. I hope it's clear. Let me come close to it. So, pillar, that's Pillar, pillar. And I asked the question, who is your pillar? And the reason why I ask is because a lot of times we just go through life feeling alone, not having any support system or a solid support system or identifying a support system. So today I'm here to ask you who your pillar is. And if you don't have who that is, to identify people around you who are, right? And I will share my story, or I will share with you who my pillars are and why, right? And I know it sounds like a weird topic, but it's a very, very important topic. So pillar again is a structure that supports, great. Is a structure that supports something, right? And for me, I coined it out to be a pillar is an essential support. Do you get it? Whether it's a structure, whether it's whatever it is, it's an essential support, meaning that it's supposed to hold something right there. It's supposed to hold, this is a pillar. It's supposed to hold something up. Am I covering my mouth? Here, here. Okay. This is a pillar here. It's solid, it has a foundation, and it supports whatever this is. That's what a pillar is, to give you a virtual or like a for what you can see that I'm explaining, okay? So who is your pillar? Who do you have around you that you can say, you can beat your chest and say, that person, these people are my pillars? And I have a pillar is six, the word pillar is six letters. And I always like to attach acronyms to words so that it makes sense and it sticks, right? Like pray, pray until, does he pray? Push, pray until something happens. Things like that. I love acronyms because that's how you remember and apply it to your lives. So, pillar. My pillars are, and has always been since I was a young girl, right? And this is the order it goes. It's God. So my pillar is God, my dad, my grandmother, my mom, and my aunt. Those are my pillars. God, my dad, my grandmother, my mom, and my aunt. Those have been my pillars. Now, in the past 5 years, almost 6 years, I've lost two of those pillars, and it's been difficult. It was hard. It was something I didn't see coming. I didn't think they were gonna ever fall off because I just know. But even though my dad and grandma are no longer here, they are still, their memories and who they are in my life still stands, never changes. And I'll tell you why. These five people I can go to at any point in time and I wasn't judged. The only person in that name, in that pillar name that has, so that has oh my goodness. Oh wow. Hey Vern, thank you so much. I am honored. I'm not even started. I am honored. God bless you for this gift. That's money that belongs to you that you're blessing me with. And as you've blessed me with this, God will bless you too in every point of your needs, in your life, in your family life, in your business ventures, the people you touch. God is going to bless you for this. If you don't believe me, just watch. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. So, at a young age, I decided that these five people were my pillars. Why? Because they never judged me. I could go to them for anything. I could go to God for anything, of course. My dad was my superhero. I can go to him for anything and he won't say, how could you do that? Are you, what's wrong with you? And all that, right? My grandmother never. My mom is number three because she would say what, she's a mom. Now that I'm a mom, I see why she did the things she did. The things I was upset about that she did. Now I'm at peace knowing that she did them for her personality and for her reasons. She did those things because of she's a mom, right? And um and then my aunt, she's an amazing human being. I love her. I love these five people. And I say people because God is number one, right? But I love them because they don't judge me. I can go to them for anything. I mean, I can go to them for anything and I feel secure. So they held me up. They hold me up. And I will tell you, I coined out this meaning of this pillar. And I want to ask you today, as you're here, God bless you for being here. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe Lisa. I always call you Joe because my daughter's name is Jojo. Hey, Joe Lisa. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you, Vern. You guys are awesome. Hey, Joe Lisa, we have to talk so I can be on your show. Hey, Vern, I got to be on your show. And you got to be on here as well. So we got to exchange and support each other and let the world know that we're coming. We're changing lives one day at a time, right? So this is what I decided, or I chose for me what pillar means, right? So the P in pillar for me means somebody who's positive and protective. These people are, to me, they're very positive and they're very protective of me. That's why I can go to them with anything. I should put S there for supportive, but the whole word is already support, right? Then I is they inspire me. They inspire me how hard they work, how awesome they are, how they live their lives, how they make decisions is very inspirational. Another word I attach to that is inspire. Hey, moderators, put inspire slash integrity for I. So positive, protective, so slash. So positive slash protective, right? Inspire. They inspire me. So inspirational, inspire slash. Oh, and yeah, you're good. You can do and, that's fine. Somebody who inspires you and has integrity. It's important. You want to have those people as your support system. You know what I mean? And then L is for loving. They love you regardless. I think my dad loved me unconditionally. And all those people that I mentioned, including God, if I did something bad, I mean, they can tell me I did something bad, right? But not without judging me. But they will say, "What did if I hit somebody?" They'll say, what did the person? How did the person get to the part where she had to hit the person?" Because I'm not that kind of person. EC Emily, welcome, 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 everyone. Oh wow, thank you so much. And then L is the person is loyal to you. Like I know my dad. I know that I know my mom and my grandmother and my aunt. They are awesome people who support me. So they are loyal in the sense that they are, I mean, they're in Nigeria, I would say 5 and 6. They're my supportive, amazing people. Oh wow. Everybody's here. Welcome, welcome. Cup stand, blue jeans. God bless you guys. Thanks for coming. I am good. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. So before I finish the A and the R, we're talking about pillars. Who is your pillar? Who are your pillars? Right? Thank you so much for being here. Who are your pillars? Yeah, pillar is an essential support. People who support you regardless. Do you have that in your life? Do you have people who support you regardless of where you are in life, what you're doing in life? People who hold you up, right? Some people choose their spouse, some people choose their parents, some people choose their best friends, right? Some people choose whomever, a pastor in church or whatever. But who is your pillar? Who can you be going through stuff? Can you freely go to? It's important that you have these people. I know one time I was having a conversation with my mom and she said she can't really trust people and all that good stuff. And I understand based on what she has gone through, but you cannot live your life not just trusting anybody. And I know that people come to that decision when things may have happened to them. But I believe that when you have a pillar, you can accomplish anything. Even when you make mistakes in life, which I have. And of course they were all disappointed, but didn't make them put me down. Didn't make me feel like I was I was useless or I was condemned or whatever. I did that to myself because I made those decisions, right? All right. So again, let me just recap. For in pillars, so pillar is an essential support system that you have or support, right? So P for positive or protection, I for inspires you or has integrity, right? L is for loving. Of course, they must love you and you must love them, right? And then L is for their loyal to you. I don't know why my left eye is so teary. Sorry about that. A is acceptance. Who doesn't want to be accepted? Who do you have around you that accepts you for who you are? They accept me for who I am. I am funny in a silly way. I have a great sense of humor. I always say that. Um, I go cray cray sometimes. Sometimes I'll go off the lead sometimes, and they bring me back, which means they accept me for who I am. So, do you have anybody in your life who is that way with you? Do you have anybody you can say, I beat my chest? This person is my diehard support, my love. We need that as we get older. We need that person, those people that can call you to order, right? When you're going cray cray, that can not judge you but put you in line in where you're supposed to be, that who they know you to be. It's not every time you may agree with them, but you know that you are loved, you know you're accepted, you know that they treat you with integrity, you know that you're accepted. I think I've said I've accepted. And then R is that they are reliable and respect you and you respect them. Yes, we need them. Yes, you see, Emily says, yes, thank you. You need them from, yes. I told my kids about this and they were asking me, okay, since my, they said, so if you're just coming in, I shared who my 5 pillars are: God, my dad, my grandmother, my mom, and my aunts. That's it. My mom, my grandmother, and my dad passed away. So there's only 3: God, my aunt, and my mom, right? And I still tell them the same things. Of course, what I pray to God is not what I'm sharing with them, but it's still the same love, it's still the same support, it's still the same. But I have, and my kids ask me a question. If they said it, mommy, are you gonna replace the two? It's not something you have to replace. I can't replace my dad. I can't replace my grandmother. I can't. I embrace the ones that are left. The topic is, who is your pillar? And pillar we define as an essential support. Who do you have as your support system? And the reason why I'm talking about that is because in this life, as we get older, we need that support system. So find ways to identify who your support system are. And for you to be able to identify them, I have shared what pillar stands for. So if you have people around you who are positive, who are protective of you, who inspire you, and they have integrity, they are loving towards you, they are loyal towards you, they accept you for who you are, they are reliable, and they have respect for you. That's how you identify who your pillars are. If you look around your family, you look around your life, people who are active in your life right now, do they possess these things for you to be able to call them your pillar? And if one of them disappoints you and things are bad, guess what? You don't have to replace them, or you could replace them. But I don't think there are shoes you can replace. Like, nobody can replace my dad or my grandmother, because there's an essential role they played in my life that nobody else in the world can play. So I just don't. Thank you so much for that. Yes, you have to have that. And a lot of us here have children. If you don't have children, you have nieces and nephews, or you have young people in your life. Teach them these things to have that pillar. A lot of kids, a lot of us grew up without knowing who these things are, who these people are in our lives. Blue Jean says, is pillar not for building houses and ridges? I thought money and responsibility keeps relationship afloat, love and romance expect. So pillar is a structure that supports something. But from when I was young, I have used the word from when I was young, I've used the word pillar because I couldn't say best friends. Because best friends are used in a very crazy way sometimes. I prefer the word pillars. I have great friends. I have fantastic friends who are amazing to me. I mean, if I start calling you my sister, that means we've gone past the friendship level, right? I don't have to be sharing secrets with you or whatever, but you have been there for me in a way that it's I feel like I'm cheating you by calling you a friend. So I have a lot of amazing sisters around me. We quarrel, we make up, we disagree, we get along, all of that good stuff. I think it's important to have those people around you who you love and supports and sees you as an amazing human being, regardless of what you do, right? And you support them as well. So, who are your pillars? Who is your pillar? With the acronym for pillars, would you leave the show today and go and say, you know what, let me think about that? It's important that I do. It's important that I have people around my life that are reliable, that are loyal, because it's hard to find good people around you. It's hard to see. Blue Jean says, do you have poor friends? Do you have poor friends? What was the last time you gave to the poor, a beggar? So your pillars do not connect with money. All right, Blue Jeans. Sure, you've come. No, but honestly speaking, I thought personally that this was important because we live our lives just like that. Some people make their spouses their best friend, their king, their queen, their pillars, and God forbid if they get a divorce, what happens? Would you still call that person your pillar? Right? So that's why I said choose wisely who you consider a pillar and who you consider a support system. Like when I think of Blue Jeans from the outside of, when I think of Blue Jeans and Cops, then I think they are support. We talk outside of, every now and then we talk outside of YouTube and social media, and they sound the same apart, right? They know what they are together for. They have their goals, but they are heading towards the same mission, and they could both consider each other their pillars, right? Based on their experiences or based on their love for each other or based on what they've set out for each other or how they've set themselves as a couple. So they could have, husband and wife could be each other's pillars. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Yes. Yes. Yes, it's Emily. Yes. 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 Issy Emily says, let me see what she says. She says, you're right in a Janique's corner. We have to be careful with that word friend. Yes. Like I said earlier, my mom says she can't really trust people. And trusting people is a challenge for her. Why? Because she has had, is it family, friends, you know, maybe my dad, maybe me, right? Maybe my aunt, who's her best sister, disappoint her. But I was telling her, because they disappoint you doesn't mean they're terrible people. You too, you've disappointed them. She too, she must have disappointed people without even knowing. Doesn't mean you just cancel that person out. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that with whatever negative experience you would have had, doesn't particularly take the person off, but just be careful. Choose wisely who your pillars are, right? Some people will never choose their mom. Some will never choose their dad because of the examples those people are in their lives. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then they'll pick their pastor, their pastor's wife, their whomever, right? So know who is in your circle and trust in who your support system is. You pick them. My parents didn't know I had said that. I told them from a young age I have a pillars, and I always share that with them. It's nothing particularly they are doing, it's everything that they do. Does that mean that I don't argue with my mom? I've never argued with my aunt. I have no reason to. But has she cautioned me on in a way I'm behaving or something I said or did? Yeah. And in a loving way, right? And my dad is just a perfect human for me. But I mean, he has weaknesses, but as a dad, he was an amazing example, So pick wisely, choose wisely. Identify your pillars by what I have shared. Moderators, share that again. Share it again for sure. We're almost done today. We're not gonna stay for an hour, but I thought it was important to come share what pillars are, how you could identify yours, right? And knowing that, and then maybe somebody will pick you as their pillars. Who knows? But what do pillars do for you? They kind of guide how you make decisions. Not all the time. I mean, how they are, everything that I've listed. Yeah, anybody you choose. Hey, Viviane Gege, welcome to the show. Welcome, everyone. You guys are simply amazing, simply awesome. Yes. So let me go. Yes. So Vivian says, can a friend be a pillar, or it has to be a relative? Because friendship could end too, just like marriages. Yes. So whoever you choose, it doesn't have to be death that will stop them from being your pillar, or divorces. You pick who you choose. If it's a friend of yours, like I said, it could be a friend, it could be a pastor, it could be like somebody who holds you accountable, somebody who trusts. When I say trust, they trust you. Somebody who you trust as well. You trust this person. So a pillar can be anybody who you find I'll say who you find peace in. Like my mom and I would talk about anything. We argue, we have our arguments, and we have sometimes where I feel like she's unfair with her words to me. But I know sometimes it's coming from a deep place of love, or maybe irritation, or maybe she just wishes great for me. And maybe I'm living beneath her expectations. So she doesn't know how else to say it. But the way she says it does not mean that I'll bring her down from her being my support system, because 99.99% she's a support system to me as my mother, right? And some people cannot say that about their mom or their parents. So I will answer your question. Yes, a friend can be a pillar. Your pastor can be a pillar. Your Anybody could be an aunt or an uncle who you know. Like right now, I have. I won't add into my, because like I said, nobody can replace my dad or my grandmother. But I have people who are genuinely in support of whatever I do. I get texts. I text, oh, sorry. Okay, let me take a break. Let me say this one point, and then I'll check on the comments. I'm sorry. So I have an uncle of mine on my mom's side. He's in Nigeria, but he comments on all of my posts. He watches my YouTube videos and he will tell me the points I made on the videos. If I put out a food video, he will go and he will send me. So for him, for that particular uncle, he's a huge support system. Will I add him to my pillar? He's a wonderful support system to me in his own right. Like I said, I just have 3 left and that's it. Right? But doesn't mean that I don't have friends who believe in me, who trust me, who I find reliable. You understand? I don't know if that makes sense to you. But if you establish who your pillars are, you don't have to go around announcing it to everybody. Oh, you're my pillar. You're not my pillar. That's not what I'm saying. In your heart, you know who you've identified as your essential support system. If it's a friend, that's fine. Whoever you choose is who you choose. But identify who is positive and protective of you. Identify who inspires you and has integrity. Identify who's loving, genuinely loving to you. They support you without question. Do you understand? Like I can call my aunt now and say, like my mom now, I can say, Mommy, I beg, borrow me $100. She say, hey, you owe me 1,000 now. I bet she will give it to me. That's my mom. Also, she'll say, you know what? No, pay me that one first. And it's a joke between she and I or whatever. And sometimes we argue about it. But I know I can always go to her. You understand what I'm saying? And then loyal. I mean, you know what loyal means, right? And then acceptance. My cray, my funny side, my cry side, my emotional side, I'm accepted for who I am. Do you have somebody who accepts you for who you are, like genuinely? You know, you have your day ones, like your day one friends. You can call them your pillar, just call them your friends or your sisters, whoever, whatever name you want to call them. What I'm trying to say today is that do you have those key people in your life who embody these things that I've shared today? Hold them close and let them lead you. Not lead you, but let their support for you lead your life and lead your decisions. Like some mistakes that I have made, if I really pondered on what these 5 people stood for, and if I honor their respect for me and their belief in me, there are some decisions I wouldn't have made. Right? Like if God is my number one pillar, and he stands as, of course, he's a good God, he's a supportive God, he's all that he is. I had no business making some decisions and done some crazy things that I'd done if I had those key things and what they stand for in my life. That's what I'm trying to say. Who is your pillar? Let's start from, we have young people on this show, we have older people on the show. Identify who your pillar. It can be one person even. It doesn't have to be 5 like me. May I say God is my number one, and then a second person, or a third or fourth, or 10 people. Right? Me, I was lucky enough to be able to go to my grandmother. For anything I asked that woman, she'll give to me because her love for me was unconditional. Do you know that there was a time where I was flogged in school? I was flogged where my arm here was injured. My mom said, oh, what did I do for them to flog me? My grandmother said, oh, my only grandchild, I was only grandchild then. My only grandchild, you want to kill for me? Okay. You know, she went to the market, bought cane, she bought a whip, drove me to the school, called out the principal. Yes, Meriton. Called out the principal, said, I want to see that teacher who flogged my granddaughter. I mean, she was dead serious. My mom was at work. She was not joking. She said, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you dare not. What? She was so upset. They had to calm her down. The gate man came. The principal was begging, and some other teachers. And they called the guy into the office. I mean, he didn't talk to me for a while, or he didn't even look where I was. But my grandmother was dead. That's what I'm talking about. Who is going to go to the bat for you? Yes, so she was not joking around. You know, some people who love people that you just don't mess. No. Not that you're perfect, but don't mess. They see you as their own. Don't mess with your own. You want that in your team. You want such people in your camp. So I've chosen these people in my camp for life. Not that I don't have friends who support me or family members who support me and see me as, I love them too. And they are my support as well. But my pillars, they are right here. Choose yours wisely and let their love for you and their belief in you guide you. It guides your decision. It helps you in your decision making. It helps you in how you lead your life because, like, oh my God, I don't want to disappoint them. If I had thought about that, I won't do certain things. And that's why I'm here to share this with you. Identify who your pillars are. All right. Let me go to the comments and thank you guys. And oh, it's already 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. This show cannot be 30 minutes on the dot. All right. So, sorry. IB Iconic says, I asked this before, but I don't think you saw it. Is there a limit to how many pillars you can have? There's none. Me, I pick five, like I said, God and whoever else. If anybody you can go to that will not judge you or that will not put you down. For example, if I say, okay, I don't know what I could decide to do. The first thing out of their mouth is not condemnation. It's to help you think through what you just said. And if you say that's what you want to go with, they support you regardless. Some people will support you only privately. And when you go outside, they will support the crowd. You don't want such people. If I say I want to dye my head green today, really? You think it's going to be nice? Try it and see. That's what you want. Don't take, yes, Cobbs then says, and do not let your pillars down. Yep. Do not take them for granted. Don't. I did. I knew the things I shouldn't have done, but I was following my emotions. I was following what was happening right there. And you know, in life, when you make a mistake, you can be forgiven, but the consequences of that mistake, it lingers. They've forgiven you, but it lingers, right? Yep. Yeah, so Annabelle, welcome. It says Mama to the world. Yeah, so Mama to the world. Yeah, my grandmother was awesome. So yes, today's show was about identifying, like asking you who your pillars are or who your pillar is. I shared with you six the acronym for pillar that I dug up that you can use to guide you for who you choose as your pillar and encourage your kids. Watch your kids and be, why don't you act in a way that makes you a pillar for somebody? Woo! I just thought about that. From these things that I've mentioned, being protective, inspirational, positive, have integrity, loving, loyal, acceptance, reliability, and respect. Are you any of those things that somebody would pick you as a pillar? Are you any of these things that I mentioned so you can be a support system? A support system for somebody. Whoa. Thank you, comes in, lady comes in. Thank you for the blessing. As you have blessed me, so will God bless you. That money belongs to you, but you've chosen to bless me today. God will meet you at every point of your need. May your channel succeed. May your children succeed. May you and your husband succeed. God bless your marriage, your union. Sister, I appreciate this gift. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Blue Jeans, what are you saying now? Blue Jeans says, I just saw you sharing Moe in a concert with some other ladies. Is that a pillar moment? See, when Blue Jeans, I'm sorry. When Blue Jeans comes to your life, you know these things will happen. I'll try to be serious and keep my. Sorry. He said, I saw you sharing Moe in a concert with some ladies. Is that a pillar moment? Those are my girls. Those are my amazing, amazing sisters from another mother. They are a huge support system as well. They are loving. They respect me. We have three-way conference calls where we just laugh, share things and laugh. And you need that too. You just need pockets of people that support you. You have different kinds of friends. Like I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and I said, "I sorry, it will soon go. Okay, 1 more minute, okay, or 2 more minutes." I was talking to a friend of mine that to answer Blue Jeans' question, um, to answer his question, yes, that was a pillar moment because hanging out with those girls that day and just enjoying ourselves was amazing. We laughed a lot. We enjoyed ourselves. It was amazing, and that's the same girls that I get on Zoom or three-way calls, and we share and we share ideas and all that. Yeah, so I don't drink a lot, but I eat waiting in a pianco. Waiting me that I beg. Oh my goodness. From pillar to moe. You guys are hilarious. Hilarious, hilarious. I've answered the question. Yes, those are girls that I hang out with. They are simply incredible. Those are just, I have a lot of friends, but I have core ones. There are ones that we talk about just business. There are ones who talk about marriage, how we can make it better. We just gossip about our partners and all that stuff. Their friendship, we just talk about, what's it called? Like just friends, just life, right? So you have to have those things. You have to have those things. It makes you a whole human being. Being loved and appreciated and accepted, it makes you a whole human being. So you don't feel alone. A lot of us adults, a lot of young kids feel alone. And that's another topic I'll talk about. A lot of teenagers feel alone. The parents think they are doing so much and they are busy providing, they are traveling on vacations, but there are some kids that feel alone. But when these kids begin to have friends and have good quality friends and, build their personal, have personal development schedule or plan, you will see them becoming a whole. All these things are important. I didn't used to go out a lot, but now I've chosen this from this July. I'll start at least hanging out once in a while, going out on lunch, going out on coffee. I don't do that often because I claim busy. We know we're always claiming busy, which I am, but once in a while, go out, take a walk with a friend, go eat something, just have fun. All right. Let me see. So yes, okay, let me answer IB Iconic. Sorry, what's that question again? Yes, she says, can you have if there's a limit to how many pillars you can have? There's no limit. I mean, I wouldn't want to have 20 people that are my pillars just because I want to put them there. No, you can have just two people. You can say God is your pillar and everybody else is your cool peeps. If you choose to, that's you. But for me, at a young age, these were the people that I mean, I put God there as number one, but I could go and talk to about anything, right? And I can be myself around at any point in time. And I knew that they will go to the bats for me. Hey, Blue Jeans, what does this mean? Inapianku. All right, it's about time where we are at the end of the show. I hope you've learned something here. Again, get sense with it, Jenny. Let's get sense in the way we do things by getting wisdom from where we hear, from the things we hear, people we hear from nuggets shared on the show by me or my guest, so you can apply to your lives and live the amazing life you ought to live, right? I thank you so much for your support always. And you guys, please leave a comment. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Definitely share the link and have them subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, please. And the live chats do not go to the comments. It's just the live chats comments. So if you can go back to the video and leave comments, what you got out of it. What did you get out of the show today and every show going forward? In the comment section, I like to see people saying, oh, that was a great show. There was no light. Add more light. Your makeup was too much. You don't have makeup. Shave your hair. Wear a wig. You're doing great. A thumbs up. Things like that. It encourages us YouTubers to bring out more content and just being out here working and providing what we're supposed to. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. I hope you have a phenomenal weekend. My birthday is on Sunday, yo. I know I shouldn't even be putting that, but my birthday is on Sunday, and I'm so grateful to God for my life up till now. I'm thankful for all my family members, my children, everyone who has supported me. You guys are family, you know that. So God bless you as you go about your day. Check Cobzen's channel, check Blue Jeans channel, join them, EC Emily's channel. There's Moms and Me. Yay! Thank you so much for being here. I know she's at work, but she showed up. We're about to be done. So you can go back and replay, share, give me a thumbs up. God bless you for being here. Thank you so much. And we are done. Oh my God, 40 minutes when I said it's 30. All right. In 7, 6, no, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're done for today. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.